Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 comes out early next month, but 3 things that the developers said revealed the secret to Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 and every chapter moving forward. Let me explain. In the gameplay trailer, we see a phone ringing. That phone is the same phone that we saw in the teaser trailer, and is the same one that was in Project Playtime that wanted us to stay in contact. I believe that this phone leads us to an underground toy group that is against the prototype. This toy group would consist of Bronco, Poppy, possibly old workers and kids, and Kissy Missy. This rebel group could also maybe be considered the heretics that Catnap wants to hang up, so maybe some smiling critters are a part of it too. This phone could also function similarly to how in Security Breach Ruin the Mimic talks to us on what we need to do, but instead it is Poppy or the prototype secretly. This phone could also lead to how Catnap will die with the entire rebel group helping us take him down. But the question is, how do we get this phone? We know that it is extremely important and will help us take down Catnap. So my guess is that we have to defeat Boxy Boo to obtain the phone or the secret character. I mean, think about it. Boxy Boo is confirmed to be in this chapter, and he is one of the only links to Project Playtime, meaning that he is the most likely candidate to be giving us the phone, because our brain already associates him with it. My theory is that Boxy Boo will be hunting us down, and we will have to complete a mini-game similar to the FNAF mini-game, where you give presents to dead kids, but we just do it to shut down Boxy Boo and obtain the phone. My guess is that Poppy is also a large part of this group, and requested us to go get the phone so that we can contact them. Poppy, however, is also a very interesting character because the game is named after her. I think that she won't be on our side for very long and will try to kill us and prevent us from saving whoever is down further in the depths of the play care. I mean, think about it. Poppy betrayed us to get us down further, and the developers said that all will be repaired before we get into the chapter for real. So maybe she tried to manipulate us more to take her side, and she will betray us at the end of the game. Also, Poppy is way too small and way too harmless like the rest of the toys. It's almost like she is just like Catnap and looks harmless until she contorts her body into something truly horrifying, possibly being the final boss of the game and dethroning the prototype as the villain. Maybe the prototype was the one that was holding her back. Speaking about the prototype, I think that he will play a major part in the chapter about keeping us away from the phone. I think that he will send Catnap and Boxy Boo after us so that we cannot establish contact with the rebel group. So, now that we have the possibilities discussed, let's look at the sides. We know that some toys are for against or in between on their option about the prototype. We know that Mommy, Huggy, and most likely a few smiling critters like Hoppy and Bubba are neutral, which is also coded by their colors, which are more neutral colors. We know that Poppy, Kissy, us, Crafty Corn, Picky, Kikian, Bobby, and maybe Bronco and Candy Cat are on our side. And finally, we know that Catnap, the prototype, and Daisy are all against us. I believe that we will go to war with the villains and try to stop them in a style akin to Resident Evil and how we stop villains by getting more powerful. This could have to do with certain grab packs, because clearly we have to get them or make them in very weird ways. In Chapter 2, we had to make it after ours was stolen, so my assumption is that in Chapter 3, we are gifted the purple hand because we see us switch to it in the trailer. And not just that, the purple hand looks very modified. Possibly we use this purple hand to get that advantage over many toys who can't jump far. This could also lead to awesome chase scenes with Catnap growing and becoming small to chase us down. Speaking about Catnap, the developers keep saying that the fact that he is Theodore has something to do with the lore of the chapter, possibly meaning that we have to use Theodore's biggest fear or use whatever puts him asleep to take down Catnap. Then again, don't feel bad for killing Catnap, because he did this to Dog Day, and also is actively trying to kill everyone who disagrees with him like a terrorist. After we take down Catnap, then who will be the next villain, and who will replace Kissy? Well, the answer is that Daisy will be the next villain because it seems like the pattern is boy-girl, boy, like Huggy Mommy Longlegs and Catnap. I also think that Daisy will get a redesign like how Floe looks in the Undertale normal ending, and will also be on the prototype side. Also, Daisy will most likely appear in Chapter 3 at the end, most likely with the prototype or something like that. So, how do all of these things connect with each other? Well, the best way to tell you is to show you. At the start of the chapter, we will start off in the train and try to make it out of the fire and go into some basic factory areas. Then we will meet up with Poppy and probably see a smiling critter or two and solve a few puzzles before entering the play care and going up the weird Huggy stairs. Then Poppy will tell us that we need to find the house, and on the way, we will meet with Catnap inside of the playroom that we see at the start, and we'll be chased further down into the factory where the school-like area is, and the owl lady. We go and complete this area, and we get the purple hand, and then we go back up and get chased by Dog Day into another new area where we will see Boxy Boo trying to secure the phone that Poppy wants us to get. Then from my guess, Kissy will come out of nowhere and help us defeat Boxy Boo, and we will get the phone and go up an elevator to where Catnap is and have a large chase scene with him in the house until we are separated and Kissy is kidnapped into the basement. Then we have to go down into the basement where the prototype idol is, and try to kill Catnap and save Kissy before it's too late. But at the end, my guess is that Kissy will sacrifice herself for us, and we will defeat Catnap. After this, the prototype gets mad and tries to chase us down into wherever Daisy is.